you recognize that feeling when you're trapped in a situation that has total control over your life? Imagine being thrown inside an ocean with no life raft, no land in sight, and your only option is to swim in order to survive. Well, that was me from 2016 to 2018, when I used to own a small restaurant on the beautiful north shore of Maui in Hawaii. And what I'm about to share with you is a story and a powerful insight that has helped me escape an unbearable situation and still manage to make the most out of it. I will never forget the moments, the afternoons and the weekends when I used to leave the house, leaving my 2 young kids and my wife home to have to go to work. Being a small business owner demanded from me pretty much to be at work every single day. And I did not want to be the father who missed out on the important moments of his kids. Picking them up from school, mentoring them in these early stages, watching them grow mentally and physically, that is the essence of fatherhood for me, and I was feeling that I was not living up to it. My name is Andonis. I'm the happy father of 2, the husband of a wonderful person, a nature lover, a world traveler, a health enthusiast, a sportsman, and a digital entrepreneur. And what I just described to you was the last chapter of 10 years outside of Greece, which started in 2009 in Brazil and ended in 2018 in Maui, Hawaii. But let me give you a bit of context of how I got there in the first place. In 2004, I took one of the most life-changing decisions of my life, and that was to quit my high-paying engineering job at the time and go travel around the world for 4 months. As you can imagine, when I came back off this amazing trip, I was not the same person anymore. And one idea had become crystal clear in my mind, and that was that I did not want to work in the corporate 9-to-5 world anymore. I did not want to build other people's dreams. Instead, I wanted to decide when, where, and how I would work. I wanted to be the captain of my ship. And I was dreaming big. I really wanted to move to Brazil in the next 6 months. But fate had different plans for me, and 2 back-to-back lows managed to hit me and knock me to the ground. First, the loss of my beloved role model, my father, and second, the loss of my health. My health. I was diagnosed with a disease that came out of nowhere. There was no cure and was life-threatening. As you can imagine, I was completely devastated. I was completely knocked down. But I went through a powerful and long-lasting mindset shift that managed to give me the strength to emerge as a stronger person. I managed to understand that I have to prioritize my health over everything, and this led me to start my journey into yoga and meditation. I also went through a powerful shift that led me to understand that I have to live the present over the past and the future. I cannot take life for granted. I have to live day by day to the maximum and make the most out of it. All this experience with my health laid the foundations that I needed in order to make the leap of faith 4 years later to move to Brazil permanently. Determination, health, and faith were the values I got out of this experience of my life. Fast forward to my life as a restaurant owner in Hawaii. Here I am in Hawaii. I have dragged my whole family from Brazil, wife and 2 young kids. And our initial idea was to live a really relaxed life in paradise. But then, an idea comes to my brain that has been wandering for the last decade or so, which is to open a restaurant or a small cafe. And after neglecting all of my friends' advices that the restaurant is a horrible idea and I should stay away from it because of the horrible and the very stressful lifestyle that it demands, I still go on and I do it. And then, just by magic, our life transforms from a life in paradise to a life in nightmare. Let me tell you, it was like being in that same ocean with all the waves hitting you from all sides. Business stress, financial stress due to the huge amount of money we had invested, and personal stress, all closing down on me. And may I tell you, I was living one of the most acute and prolonged stressful times of my life. I was completely mentally and physically exhausted, and in the rare moments I didn't have to go to work, the only thing I could think of doing was go to bed. I didn't have even time to think straight about my options anymore. As you can imagine, we went through very tough situations, very tough discussions with my wife, stress, and let me tell you, when wife is not happy, guess what? Family is not happy, right? So one of these discussions brought my wife to tell me an amazing insight that changed my life. And I want to share it now here with you because I believe it's very powerful and has the power to make everything clear when you have tough situations in your life. So it goes like this. She said, Adonis, money we can make, time we can't. Let me say it one more time because it's very powerful. She said, money we can make, time we can't. So that's when it struck me like a lightning and made everything clear. It was a turning point for me. At that point, I understood that there was no point of me staying in a situation of pain just in order to make back the money I had invested in the business, dragging my whole family into misery at the same time. Right? It did not make sense anymore. So, after really quick decisions, I took the final decision. I closed down the restaurant and I brought back my family to Greece. Resilience, acceptance, and adaptability were the strengths I got out of this low time of my life. During this extremely stressful experience, I received the realization that I need to choose wise on my next venture. So when I came back to Greece, I went in the internet and I started researching, and I found it. I now live the life of a digital entrepreneur, working from my laptop, enjoying complete geographical freedom. I spend a huge amount of time with my kids, and I invest heavily in my health, both body and soul. If I had to make everything from the beginning, I would choose exactly the same. I don't regret for my restaurant experience for a moment, because I strongly believe that all these stressful experiences in our lives, they create the pillars that we need in order to achieve great things. Finally, I want to close with an advice. Follow your passions, don't take no for an answer, and trust your heart. Embrace your lows, because they are going to give you the strengths that you need in order to achieve big things in your life. Thank you.